Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, we head up to Jackson.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on second down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Mack, draw play. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Prescott. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action, it's Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands, ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 16 carries, 75 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
First down, Prescott. Short little throw to Ebron. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 3 catches, 56 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, here's a run with Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw is Prescott. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry from Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it. It's Mack.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Prescott dumps this one off to Mack. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you...
Come on, set. 94.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Looking to throw. Prescott. Funches has it complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To the air again. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Minshew sets to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. He's got the hook up to lead. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Minshew, 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! On the set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Stick the oar. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go. That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
60 out.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Fournette running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the 44, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Prescott. Ebron caught left side. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing. Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They run with Hines, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. They'll run the screen with Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
18.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Prescott. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott now. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Funchess has it complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He's back to throw.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw, and he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That's the way. Kill.
On 4th down, Minshew. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.